Welcome back to Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com. Well, one of our favorite segments, The Real Deal, the video question of the week.
Had a headlight bulb go out, ordered a new one, and replaced it, and it's still going out. Brian and John, maybe it's an electrical problem. Can you help me out?
Jose, hang in there. This is a common problem, but we can show you exactly what you need to check in your driveway and diagnose it properly.
Yeah, we actually have a simple board here. This is pretty simplistic versus some of the new lights today. We'll look at it in a minute. But if you look at this graphic right here, we're talking about a pretty easy schematic. It just kind of comes down, goes through some lines. You got a high beam and you got a low beam line, and then it all goes down to ground. It's pretty easy. You can see the right headlight, the left headlight. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop ours out of here. I'll grab this headlight and I'll pop it out of here. This is a sealed beam headlight because it's all one unit right here. So if I pop this out, what we're going to do is just reach behind here and unplug it and get it out of there. Now, according to the schematic, we have a black, a brown, and a white. It's all right there, or a light green. That's perfect. So Brian, if you go down to the bottom one, which is black.
Yep.
And don't block this meter here. Let me get that going.
Go.
There we go.
All right.
Go up here to this side over here.
Check this.
And our meter showing 11.86. What's that telling me? Well, it's telling me you got power to the low beam.
Low beam.
So if I go back to that one and go to the other one, I'll switch it to high beam. And there it is on high beam.
Volts.
Okay, so in that case, you got voltage going to the light bulb. You could have a couple issues. I mean, it could be over voltage.
Yeah, you could have a ground, you could have a short to ground somewhere in the line that's creating a load and burning up your new bulb. You know, that's an old school system. Modern day, we've got capsules now. This is a composite headlight system. It's still the same. There's your two posts in there that you want to check. You can still do the same test right there in your driveway.
Quick tip, don't touch the bulb. They're halogen.
That's
don't
right.
get any oil on the bulb of that one.
That's right.
Evolution came up with these two.
Yep. Yeah, these are kind of old school. So here we go. Two posts right there you would check.
Yep.
Easy enough to do. And another old school, you can see the terminals right there.
Now, new school, you may be dealing with HID, high intensity discharge. Now, this is really cool because if you look right there, you see that? That's a ginormous arcer, man. 600 volts to spark that thing just for a split second. But the cool part is once it gets lit, it barely burns any electricity and it glows that nice bright white glass. You know, now we're talking about LED technology. So we even went a little bit further.
Yeah.
But Jose, you know, if you got power going to your headlights, you're good to go. If you don't, on the high or low beam, now it's just a matter of start tracing the schematic back.
Back through.
Yep.
Yep. And the more diagnostic work you can do with a really good meter. Anybody can do that. Well, John, these are all really good diagnostic skills that we practice for this problem as well as on the used car today that anybody can do. Just take your time and do it right.
Now, you're a real master when it comes to risk mitigation. And, you know, what'd you find for us on the car? What should we do?
You know, I like to know exactly what I'm signing up for. So here's our top 10 list. You showed us that awesome 172-point checklist from Cadillac. Well, we didn't have that kind of time. We didn't have that kind of tools to do everything we needed to do. But here's the top 10 from the brake inspection and service. We saved $400 because we determined we don't need that. We found the oil leak. That was a biggie. We did our research. That's $2,000 of cost to fix that thing. Let that show up in your negotiation on the used car deal, right? The tires were good. That's $800 we don't have to spend. You can see the whole process. We looked at electronics. We looked at the exhaust system. That could be a biggie. Think O2 sensors. All of that was good. Yeah. We scanned for codes in case there were any that weren't showing up yet. There weren't any. So all in all, pretty good deal. We avoided about potential $4,000 of surprise expense after buying the car just by doing a really good pre-sales inspection.
Now, for me, the car's worth it. A technician, you know, we can go in there and fix these problems, but this is a great way to determine, hey, do I buy it or not? You know, even Rock Auto, they have a little cost comparison on their website. You can look at the cost of the parts, and you can do it that way as well.
Yeah, it's an awesome tool.
Yeah, it's an awesome day today. I mean, they need to find us during the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, we're there. We love hearing from you guys. Keep your questions coming.
Yep, and don't become the wolf in sheep's clothing. Remember our sheep? All right, now I got a little investigation to do this week to try to find out why this thing was in your dressing room. But I'll tell you what, we'll be back next week with more Tech Garage presented by RockAuto.com.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me.